Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Broken Bar. In the early hours of the morning, air raid sirens echoed across several parts of Israel after Iranian projectiles were detected heading toward Israeli territory. Within minutes, Israel's air defense systems were activated, and military officials confirmed interceptions in the sky. What began as a shadow conflict fought through proxies and covert operations has now entered a far more direct and dangerous phase. This is the latest update on the Iran-Israel war situation, where tensions between the Islamic Republic of Iran and the State of Israel have escalated into open confrontation. In this report, we will examine what happened, why it happened, how both sides are responding, and what it means for the wider Middle East and the world. According to initial statements from the Israel Defense Forces, multiple drones and missiles were launched from Iranian territory toward Israel. Israeli radar systems detected the incoming threats at long range. Interceptors were deployed from layered defense systems, including long-range and mid-range platforms designed to counter ballistic missiles and unmanned aerial vehicles. The majority of the incoming threats were reportedly intercepted before reaching populated areas, though debris fell in several locations, causing limited damage and minor injuries. Iranian state media described the operation as a measured response to previous Israeli actions. Tehran claimed it targeted military facilities and strategic infrastructure. Iranian officials argued that the strike was intended as a deterrent message rather than the beginning of a full-scale war. However, the scale and direct nature of the attack marked a significant shift in regional dynamics. For years, Iran and Israel have been engaged in what analysts often call a shadow war. This conflict has included cyber attacks, targeted assassinations, strikes on weapons convoys in Syria, and operations at sea. Israel has repeatedly carried out airstrikes in Syria against what it says are Iranian military positions and weapons transfers to Hezbollah. Iran, on the other hand, has supported armed groups hostile to Israel across the region, including Hezbollah in Lebanon and various militias in Syria and Iraq. The latest exchange follows a period of heightened tension. In recent weeks, Israeli officials accused Iran of accelerating its regional military coordination. Iran, in turn, accused Israel of attacking its diplomatic and military personnel in neighboring countries. Each side has framed its actions as defensive. Security analysts note that this direct Iranian strike breaks a long-standing pattern. Historically, Iran has relied on allied groups to apply pressure on Israel, avoiding direct state-to-state confrontation. By launching projectiles from its own territory, Iran has signaled a willingness to openly challenge Israel's deterrence posture. Israel's political leadership convened emergency security meetings shortly after the attack. Prime ministerial statements emphasized Israel's right to defend itself and warned of consequences. Israeli officials stated that they would respond at a time and place of their choosing. Military readiness levels were raised, and reserve units were placed on alert. International reaction was swift. The United States reiterated its support for Israel's security and confirmed that it had assisted in intercepting some of the incoming threats. American officials called for restraint while simultaneously affirming their commitment to regional stability. European leaders urged both sides to avoid further escalation. The United Nations Secretary-General expressed deep concern and appealed for de-escalation. To understand the seriousness of this moment, it is important to look at the broader geopolitical context. Iran sees itself as a regional power resisting what it describes as Israeli aggression and Western pressure. Israel views Iran as its most significant strategic threat, particularly due to Iran's missile program and nuclear ambitions. The issue of Iran's nuclear program has been at the center of international negotiations for years. Israel has consistently opposed any agreement that it believes allows Iran to maintain nuclear enrichment capabilities. Iran insists that its program is for peaceful purposes. The regional landscape has also shifted in recent years. Israel has normalized relations with several Arab states through diplomatic agreements. These moves have reshaped alliances in the Middle East. Iran has criticized these agreements as attempts to isolate it. At the same time, regional rivalries between Iran and certain Gulf states have added another layer of complexity. Military experts emphasize that both Iran and Israel possess significant capabilities. Israel maintains advanced air defense systems, a highly capable air force, and what many analysts believe to be an undeclared nuclear deterrent. Iran has invested heavily in ballistic missiles and drone technology, which it has supplied to allies across the region. The recent strike demonstrates Iran's confidence in its missile reach, while Israel's interceptions highlight the strength of its defensive network. However, interception does not eliminate risk. Even a small number of missiles penetrating defenses could cause significant casualties and infrastructure damage. Moreover, repeated exchanges increase the possibility of miscalculation. On the ground in Israel, daily life has been disrupted. Schools in certain regions were temporarily closed. Public gatherings were restricted. Residents in border areas were advised to remain near shelters. While many Israelis are accustomed to periodic security alerts, the direct involvement of Iran has created a different level of concern. Inside Iran, state media presented the strike as a demonstration of strength. Crowds gathered in some cities expressing support for the military action. Yet, independent observers note that Iran is also facing economic challenges and internal pressures. Escalation with Israel carries risks for Tehran, particularly if it draws in the United States or triggers broader regional instability. The involvement of allied groups remains a critical factor. Hezbollah, based in Lebanon, has its own arsenal of rockets and missiles aimed at Israel. Any expansion of the conflict along the northern border could significantly increase the scale of hostilities. Israeli defense planners have long prepared for a scenario involving simultaneous threats from multiple fronts. In Gaza, tensions remain high as well. Armed factions there have previously coordinated actions in response to regional developments. The possibility of parallel escalation in multiple theaters is one of the greatest fears among regional security experts. Oil markets reacted quickly to the news of the strike. Prices rose amid concerns about potential disruption in the Strait of Hormuz, a vital choke point for global energy supplies. Although there has been no direct threat to shipping routes so far, investors are closely monitoring the situation. Diplomatic channels are reportedly active behind the scenes. Regional mediators are working to prevent further escalation. In past crises, indirect communication through intermediaries has helped contain hostilities between adversaries who lack direct diplomatic ties. One key question now is proportionality. How will Israel respond, and will that response be calibrated to avoid a cycle of retaliation? Israeli officials have a history of targeted strikes aimed at restoring deterrence without triggering full-scale war, yet the scale of Iran's direct attack complicates calculations. Another critical factor is timing. Military responses often unfold over days or weeks. Cyber operations, covert actions, and diplomatic pressure may accompany or precede any overt military move. For civilians across the region, uncertainty remains the dominant emotion. In Israel, families check alerts and follow news updates closely. In Iran, citizens weigh national pride against fears of economic repercussions. Across neighboring countries, governments prepare contingency plans. This confrontation is not occurring in isolation. It intersects with ongoing conflicts and political transitions across the Middle East. It also tests international frameworks designed to prevent nuclear proliferation and manage regional rivalries. Strategists often warn that wars rarely begin with a single decisive moment. Instead, they escalate through accumulated grievances, retaliatory logic, and domestic political pressures. The current situation fits that pattern. Each side insists it does not seek all-out war, yet each side also insists it will not tolerate attacks. The coming days will be critical. Military analysts will watch satellite imagery for signs of mobilization. Diplomatic observers will monitor statements from Washington, Moscow, Beijing, and European capitals. Regional actors will assess whether the confrontation remains limited or expands. At its core, this conflict reflects a struggle over power, deterrence, and influence in the Middle East. Iran seeks to project strength and challenge what it sees as hostile encirclement. Israel seeks to maintain military superiority and prevent adversaries from gaining strategic advantage. History shows that even intense exchanges can sometimes lead to renewed negotiation. It also shows that miscalculation can produce unintended consequences. For now, air defenses remain on alert, political leaders weigh their options, and millions of civilians hope that this latest escalation does not spiral into a wider war. We will continue to follow verified updates as they emerge, focusing on confirmed developments rather than speculation. In moments like these, clarity and careful reporting are essential. If you found this analysis useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more war updates and global analysis.